Since our last video, Clive and I have been traveling quite a bit. We pulled the boat out of the water at Marmaris Yacht Marine and we hopped on a plane and headed to Egypt. The Pyramids of Giza. Holy moly, I can't believe we're actually admiring the Great Pyramids. The monumental tombs are quite impressive, and it's no surprise that they're considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Alright, we're here at the Giza Plateau, and it's been a whole lifetime of dreaming about this. We're so excited to be here. This is the temple of Khufu, the son of Nefertari, and this was actually the first temple. Basically, it's a burial temple of the pharaohs. This was his, and the sides of the pyramid face north, south, east, and west. And this was
south side.
Yeah, this is the south side of the pyramid, and what I learned was that this was all done with free labor. During the inundation period, the Nile flooded, and most of the inhabitants of Egypt at the time were farmers. And so during the inundation, you had all these people that were out of work. So they had 90,000 people basically joining in on this basically social gathering in order to honor the pharaoh at the time. So it's really impressive, and definitely a dream come true to be here. So excited for the rest of the day. A highlight for me today was riding a camel through the desert while appreciating the pyramids from a distance. We took a sleeper train from Cairo to Aswan and arrived first thing in the morning.
We're having our breakfast on the train to Aswan, and we're having coffee and bread, more bread, and more bread.
And we bought banana.
And we have a banana that we bought yesterday. So,
I finished my croissant. I gotta open something else.
Yeah.
This one looks good. Sleeping on it. This is my first time sleeping on a train. It was an experience. I slept up top in the bunk. Clive slept right here. Yeah, it was fun.
Well, it's fun. The blinds in our window didn't go down, so the whole night trip was just flashing lights as we came through a station, and more flashing lights as we came to another station.
Water taxi took us to the Temple of Isis, where we spent most of the afternoon exploring and learning about Philae Island. We learned how papyrus is made and toured a showroom filled with beautiful paintings. Later that evening, we took a water taxi to Elephantine Island and immersed ourselves in the local traditions. We had a delicious dinner at a local Nubian home and enjoyed listening to our host, Ahmed Shushu's stories. The next morning, we rose well before the sun and took a bus through the desert to Abu Simbel. By 9 a.m., we were in awe of the 70-foot statues of Ramses II and the monuments he had constructed for himself and the love of his life, Nefertari. We visited an essence shop where we learned about different oils and extracts. And the next day, we sailed up the Nile on a traditional felucca. Halfway through the day, we decided to tie the boat ashore and take a dip in the Nile. The cold water felt amazing against my skin, as the fresh water was a welcome change to the salty Mediterranean. We spent the night under the stars on the Nile, somewhere between Aswan and Luxor. The next morning, we jumped on a bus and ventured to Luxor. In Luxor, we explored the Valley of the Kings and stopped by a family-owned and operated alabaster shop. The highlight of my day in the Valley of the Kings was touring the royal tomb of Ramses V and VI. The hieroglyphics were beautiful and the colors were so vivid. Is this seriously my life? When I sit back and think about how long we've been gone and what we've seen, tears are brought to my eyes. We're currently in Tel Aviv visiting Clive's family, and they have been fantastic hosts. They've really gone out of their way to show us what a remarkable town Tel Aviv is. I'm going to let the pictures and videos speak for themselves. Clive and I had a fantastic time visiting family and making new friends in Tel Aviv. We made countless memories that will last a lifetime. Tel Aviv, Jerusalem. Haifa. We're here in Golan Heights, and this is Ronan Lookout. And I guess what we're looking at here is right in there, that's a UN camp, and the Sea of Galilee is just past it, and Syria is on the other side of the Sea of Galilee. So from here you can see the Israeli-Syrian border, and beautiful.
Well, here we are in Turkey in the middle of coronavirus hysteria around the world. Fortunately, things in
We
Turkey,
made it.
Yeah, we did.
We made it in time.
Yeah, they closed the borders to a lot of places. Anyway, here we are, and kind of interesting because Turkey, I must say, a little laid back about things. Everybody's hysterical. They're going about their life in a normal way. And the reports I hear from the stateside are just like, it's like crazy. My one daughter says it's like Armageddon around. But
we're happy to be back in the boat. We got launched back in the water 2 days ago, and last night was our first night on the boat. We're still trying to work through this jet lag that we're experiencing. I think we both were up until nearly 4 o'clock in the morning, up at 9, so we're a little sleep deprived, but we're excited to be on the boat. Greece closed their borders to sailboats as of yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to be hanging out in Turkey for longer than anticipated, which is fine by us. We have a whole southwest coast that we haven't explored yet. We're looking forward to getting back on the water and doing some sailing.
Yeah, I'm not sorry either. I love Turkey, their hospitality and their food is great, the bays and waters.
But we do want to make it to Greece.
We do, but I mean we do, but
nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I mean, there's really It's really unfortunate, but hey, we'll do what we need to do.
Good morning. It is about 4 o'clock and as suspected the wind has picked up and I was concerned about the boat beside of us maybe creeping over a little too much and potentially hitting us, and it's getting really close this morning, so it's gonna be really breezy outside, but I'm just gonna show you what we did to help out the situation.
4 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know if that video will do it justice, but that boat is pretty close to us when that wind comes through, when the gusts come through. Hopefully we have enough fenders in there. If that thing does hit us, we'll be able to fend off. So Jenny is doing her favorite thing of all time, packing stuff away, organizing. She's the world's best organizer that you could imagine.
Thank you.
And she's got this new plan of reorganizing all our food, all our supplies. We got these plastic containers, and she just ran to the store to get a whole bunch more.
Oh, the simple things make you happy in life.
Yeah. A happy woman makes a happy wife.
A happy wife makes a happy life. All right, this is the finished product. So we have 4 of these larger stackable containers with, I tried to coordinate the food like nuts, and we do have an espresso machine. So we bought a couple extra of these. I felt like that was probably a good place to store it. And then up here is storage for a lot of the sailing things that we need to just grab quickly. Up here are gloves, lights, and like head mounts just in case we need to see something outside quickly. We've got some computer and camera equipment in here, flag, sailing kit repair, and then also just something that we can add to. We have some extra winches here that will more than likely be going outside soon, and then our binoculars. All right, I bought this at Earthbound while I was in Tennessee over the Christmas break, and I had the intention of just hanging it somewhere on the boat, and I had Clive pick up some of these, and now we have a nice flag that runs across the side of our boat. And this is something that I bought when we were in Egypt, so hopefully when the doors open and the wind is blowing, we have a nice chime to listen to. Clive, what are you doing? Looks like paper's exploded everywhere.
Paperwork explosion. Well, we've got not that much to do. Might as well sort through our paperwork and just get everything in order so we don't have to search through a whole bunch of stuff.
Since we're in quarantine, we just decided to tackle some of these mundane tasks that normally we wouldn't want to do, but we're going back through and throwing away a lot of papers that we don't need anymore and just doing some of those monotonous tasks. We extended our stay here at Marmaris Yacht Marine, so we will be staying here until April 9th. And hopefully everything will be settled by then, and then we can set sail around April 9th. But in the time being, we're just going to tackle some tasks. We still have a lot of things to do, and the guys from SK Yachting are going to help us put our jib and our main sheet up, and we're going to get those done in the next few days or so. The wind has been blowing very, very strong the past few days. The video that we showed you, the wind was howling. I mean, we definitely took some precautionary measures to protect our boat, because you're really relying a lot on the lines, the slime lines, and how strong those lines actually are. We're gonna go run and grab some lunch. You can sit down if you want. I've been sorting through papers all day. I know, it's freezing. It's like 56 degrees. but the wind is making it so much colder, and on the boat we have heat, but we choose not to use it because it draws from our power and we're not plugged into shore power, so we really have to conserve what we do use.
We can use a generator and then run that generator for a while just to warm the boat down a little.
It's like one of those days that you think you're gonna run and take a shower maybe once or twice just to warm up a little bit, but yeah, we're freezing. We're gonna go ahead and take a break and go to the marina restaurant while they're still open and maybe grab a little bite to eat. Run, Forrest!
Gotta keep warm.
What would you do in the Arctic? I don't think you would be...
I can't even handle, what's this, 50 degrees or whatever it is, 60, 55 degrees. If it was in the Arctic, it'd be below zero and I'd be like a little ice cube.
You'd be on the next plane out of there.
Yeah. Well, we got to the restaurant hoping for a lovely meal, lunchtime meal, and we come to find out that they're only doing takeout service. We kind of got things a little mixed up last night, thinking they'd be open from 8 in the morning till 6:30 in the evening, but actually it's just for takeout, that's all. So we're getting a pizza and we're getting a turkey salad, and that'll be it. We'll take it back to the boat and we'll eat it on the boat and have a nice little enjoyable lunch on the boat.
There's the things you do to stay warm. Woo. A little bit of steam in our life. All right, turning that off. I actually squeezed half of a lemon in there, and I'm just gonna drink some hot water with lemon, and I have some kekik honey, which is oregano honey, that I'm just gonna mix in there, just add a little sweetness to it. But yeah, usually helps with staying a little warmer. You may enter my lair.
Right. I have the latest update for Marmaris. As of tomorrow, we shall be required to wear gloves and a face mask. So when we get off the boat, we'll have to walk around with face mask. And that is the rule for everybody in the marina. Whether you work, whether you're a sailor, whether you're a liveaboard, whatever.
What do you think about that? What are you gonna do?
It's got to go conform to the rules. What can we do, right? So everything.
Since when do we conform to rules?
Yeah. On this boat, there shall be no rules.
A sunset like this is worth a day in isolation. It's so pretty. Have you join me on my way back to the boat? We're over here alongside, close to SK Yachting. And here's Jelani. On the couch all by himself. He didn't want to join me because it's too cold outside, but
I'm a baby.
because I love him so much, One more trip to the bathroom. Luckily, it's not that far. I have shorter legs, so I usually have to pull the line in, which brings the boat a little closer. I just hop over. We're lucky that the bathroom is so close. We literally get off the boat and there it is.
Today is the first day sitting outside. How long? 5 days. Cold and
Really, since
windy.
we got here.
Yeah, so beautiful day out. And guess what? We have buckwheat pancakes, mixed vegetables, banana, tomato.
Nespresso coffee.
And a good cup of coffee. Anyway.
We go to bed late, so we wake up late.
I think it's nice just to stay in bed and with the cold out. Just kind of stay up, cuddle up in bed. It's good.
It's our way of social distancing.
Right.
I was in the middle of doing laundry in the shower, and then I guess the guys from SK Yachting are here to put up the mainsail and the jib for us. So that's exciting news. We're one step closer to getting the boat ready to set sail. I am here in the Barefoot Bungalow, and this is a room that I usually seek refuge. I really enjoy this room. I'm about to actually set it up, and I think that it's very important for couples who live on a boat together to have a place to escape to, because we do live in such close quarters that for me, I enjoy coming in here and either reading, watching YouTube, or maybe even doing a meditation. I think that each person should encourage the other person to have their own space and take time for themselves to either sleep, grow. It could be an hour of power. It could be really anything that you want. I am gonna try to make chicken francaise for lunch today. I'm not gonna make frickin' francaise, chicken. I would be calling my grandma right now to get the recipe, but it's early in the morning there and she's not awake. So I'm just gonna attempt. I'm gonna just kind of try to figure it out as I go. I've got breadcrumbs that I got back when we were in Italy. Clive's gonna head to the store to get some butter and oil, and we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck.